In this lesson, we're going to look specifically at two new features in Gorilla 7, one of which we just added in version 7.05. Both of these features have to do with budgeting. So I'm going to open a budget from the Project Manager and go to the top sheet of the budget. Let's go to the detail level of an account. You can choose any account, but I'm going to choose this one, Camera Department. Now this orange level is the account level which shows you all the sub-accounts associated with the account. As you can see, there are 5 lines here. I'm going to select the 4th line here, Camera Package Purchase. There is a single line here called Camera Package, and the amount budgeted is $7,500. Now that's just an estimate that was entered by the person who did the budget, because the DP told that person they need $7,500. That makes sense. But the DP will be doing a detailed breakdown of the budget in Excel and will send that spreadsheet to the person doing the budget later on. This is where the 4th level of the budget comes in handy, because what you can do is import just that Excel spreadsheet into the section right here. And I will show you how to do that right now. Now, pretend I am the DP. I start to do my budget in Excel. This part is important. You want to instruct anyone doing a budget that you're going to import into Gorilla to do it using only 4 columns: the description or item name, the amount, the X field or basically another multiplier, and the rate. So, the formula is basically column B times column C times column D will be the subtotal of that line. Now, they don't have to use any Excel calculations. If they do, tell them to use column E or F, as those columns are not imported into Gorilla. Okay, so here we have the DP's Excel budget. There's no limit to how many items you can have, as long as the spreadsheet is formatted in this manner. Now I'm going to switch back to the person doing the budget. And I have just received the Excel spreadsheet from the DP. I go to the DP's account here on the detail level and click on the Camera Package line and then select 4th level. And you can see there is a little Excel button here. Gorilla opens a new window called 4th level. You can then click on the Import button down here and select the Excel file. In my case, it is on my desktop. Now, if for some reason the file is grayed out, select the All Available option down here, and then click on the Open button. What you will see next is a map showing you what field will import where. You can scroll through the records here to check them before you import the file. And once everything looks good, select Import. And all the items import, and automatically totals down here, which, as you can see, is slightly different than the $7,500 that the DP promised, but that's for another discussion. So if I close this window, notice a few things. 1, the subtotal changed to reflect the total for the 4th level items. 2nd, the rate field here does not change. Now that's not a mistake, but it tells you what it was here before. The pink number 4 here shows you that this total is calculated from the 4th level, not from here. So you can delete the rate here if you want to, so as not to be confused. And when you do, the rate from the 4th level will appear. Let's take a look at the classic detail report, also new in Gorilla 7. If I select the Print button here, notice that you can print a 4th level report. So let's do that real quick, and it will show you the 4th level for each account on a separate page. Let's now print a classic detail report. And if you navigate to the Camera Department, which is in this budget account number 11-07, notice that we don't see the 4th level, just the summary, which is what we see on the detail level. Let's look at that again here. We've added a new option that allows you to print the fourth level on the classic detail report. So let me show you how to do that. Select Print again and select More Options. Select the detail report and then the gear button to look at preferences just for this report. And right here you can select Print Fourth Level in Detail Report. Let's close this and print the budget again. And here you can see the fourth level under the camera package. Let me show you some more preferences that we added in Gorilla 7. You can now print detail notes right under the detail description. So let me go back to the camera package and select Note. I want it known that this subtotal for this line was created by the DP. So I will write a note here. I can even color code this text. Let's choose a color, even italicize it. Before we print it, go back to Preferences and check the Print Detail Notes checkbox. Notice you can print detail notes in the footer and/or under the detail line item. I will select the second option. And let's print the report. And notice that the note prints underneath the fourth level. Now, also notice that I have a couple other notes here, one for writer and one for producer, both different colors. We've added a new option that allows you to override the individually selected colors for the notes to a single color. Let me show you how to do that. Go to Extras, Budgeting Preferences, and select the tab Detail Notes. This is new in version 7.05. And you can see the same Print Detail Notes options here, but there's a few more options. This allows you to specify the number of words to display on each line for the note. This is the default setting, but let's change it to show you how that affects this report. I'll change it to 6. And down here, you can specify a global color for all the notes. I'll select red. And now, I will run the report again. Notice all the notes are red. And if you count the words in the note line, it limits it to 6, which is what I entered. This allows you to customize the look of the report a bit. Next, let me show you how you can customize the budget summary, which is this first page. Notice all these fields are empty. This is done in the Professional Header section. To go there, select the Print button, and then select More Options, and then the Header button, and then select the Professional Header tab. Here, you can enter info such as script dated, draft date, prep date, start, etc. And over here, you can enter custom labels and custom text. Now that all this info is entered, let's take a look at the result. And here you can see the info including the custom text. Lastly, I want to show you another new feature called Custom Grand Totals. Notice on the top sheet there are totals, grand total, credits, deferments, in-kind, and net total. You can now customize these labels. To do this, go to Budget Preferences and select the Grand Totals Labels tab. Select the Customize Labels checkbox and enter the labels you want. I'll make them obvious here, making them very different than the default entries. Then, when you run the report, you will see the customized labels on the top sheet. Going back to Budget Preferences, a couple new options here are automatically capitalizing the totals. You have to make sure that the Customize option is turned off, and adding the prefix total before the actual label. So that about wraps it up for this lesson, hoping that it showed you how customizable the classic detail report is in Gorilla 7. That's a wrap. Have a great shoot.